As an introverted leader, how do you push yourself to get out of your comfort zone and spend a lot of time around other people? This is a good one. This is something I'm still figuring out. I will say that just discovering that I am an introvert, which for those of you who don't know, I had this aha in 2022, which came in the form of hitting a freaking wall, where I just was freaking fried one day. And I was talking to Blaine, one of our staff, who you all know if you're in a community. And, she mentioned something about being introverted. And I thought I knew what introvert extrovert was. And so I thought I knew for sure that I was an extrovert because I'm like, I know no strangers. Like, I'm always like, when I'm out, like, I talk to everyone. But when she explained to me that being introverted or being extroverted is about where you get your energy, that's when I discovered, holy crap, I'm definitely an introvert. Like, I get my energy from being alone. And so one of the things that was helpful, and even just discovering that in fact I am an introvert, I'm not an extrovert, is that I do need that time alone. And so I had just naturally spent a lot of time by myself because I'm naturally an introvert. But, as I continued to grow my business, I was out and about more and more. I didn't realize that I had to spend time with myself. And so that's when I hit the wall of not spending enough time or learning when to like check down. And so for me, it's both a balance of pushing myself to get out of my comfort zone, but also learning when not to push myself out of my comfort zone and when to check down. And so since I've been aware of this situation that I need to be cautious and conscious of, I really try to tune in to sense, because I may plan to be out and about, and I've done a lot of it lately, and I just really need to stop being out and about, or stop peopling, as I call it. And then there are other times, that I need to be more out and about. But I'll say that what I started realizing too, once I went through this part of my journey, was that I can do peopling and specifically like networking in a way that works for me. So one of the things I stopped doing, because I don't like this push yourself. I mean, you do have to push yourself, but like, I think you have to be careful with that, because you can push yourself out there in a way that makes you unwell. And so, like, I was trying to like force myself to go to conferences and like do the classic networking thing where you just walk up to strangers. Still not as much my thing. I'm working on it. But what I started adjusting to was like, okay, I'm going to go to the conference, because otherwise I'll just end up opting out, either not go or stay in my room the whole time. So now I focus on, instead of trying to go and meet like a whole bunch of people, I work on meeting a handful of people that are really a genuine quality connection. And so, because what I realize is when I am interacting in a really meaningful way, it's not hard for me to people, but just peopling and peopling and peopling and being around a lot of people just to be peopling is when I get myself in trouble. So now I work on making sure that I'm allowing myself to sense good connections and really doubling down in those, so that I leave those spaces with a true relationship that I can then follow up with. And it's not some forced thing, because I really do want to follow up, because I think they're awesome. And so that's one of the things that I've worked on. The other thing that I've worked on, and this has been some recent aha, is I've started to realize that especially working in a space that has passion laced into what I do, that it is my moral obligation to meet more people, so that I can help more people. And so when I look at it as that, because I do love to help people and I want to help and connect with as many people as I can to share the information that I have that can be helpful to other people's lives, that makes it easier for me to connect with others and quote unquote push myself out there, because, I'm just out here trying to share the joy juice, and that's not hard to do.